Recently something very interesting happened for Baldur's Gate 3 that will make entire new campaigns created by modders possible. But first let's start at the beginning. Larian gave us official modding support in patch 7, which is now live on PC and will be available on consoles in October. And with this update, Larian also gave us access to the Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit. And at first only limited options were possible, such as creating new classes, subclasses and new spells for example, which was already a lot. So let's take a quick look at the Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit Steam page what is possible to create right now. We can create new classes and subclasses, make new spells, create new die skins, add new weapons and armors, make scripting changes and much more. But now a modder called Siegfre on NexusMods unlocked all features and write permissions for the Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit, including level editing, save editing and more. At first, Van Vinken didn't intend on players having this much access to the toolkit, because in his words the tools were very complicated. And he followed up by saying they wouldn't be able to support all the tools. But now, since the toolkit is unlocked, level editing and save editing means modders are now able to create entire new custom campaigns. And I'm thinking two things right away. First, this is freaking awesome, because custom campaigns, if done well, can be amazing and keeps the game alive for a very long time. Because if we take a look over at Skyrim, some modders have created expansion size mods, and some of them have insane quality. For example, recently a team created a Bard College expansion mod that is very well written, has quality voice acting and gives us a lot of features I wish was in the base game of Skyrim. And by the way, if you like modding and RPG systems, today's video sponsor Boot.dev might be interesting to you. Because the folks at Boot.dev believe the smartest way to learn to code is to make sure you're never bored, just like with an RPG. Because Boot.dev is online, self-paced and feels like a captivating RPG game. And the platform is designed to get you writing a ton of code, because getting your hands on the keyboard and shipping projects is the only way to really learn. And with Boot.dev, you will learn back-end web development from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages. And all game features on Boot.dev are designed to keep you motivated and moving towards your goal. Job-ready programming skills. And they even do bi-monthly boss fights where the community rallies together and gain bonus XP for each lesson completed during the event. And if you want to stay in for the long haul, programmers have amazing earning potential. Because according to Stack Overflow, the median salary for back-end developers in the US in 2023 was over $100,000. So if you want to learn back-end web development in a fun and engaging way, just like with an RPG, click the link in the description and use my code Enzevil to get 25% off your first month, or even your entire first year if you choose the annual plan. A huge thank you to the awesome folks over at Boot.dev, and now let's continue the video. But something similar was possible in Larian's previous game, Divinity Original Sin 2, since that game had a special Game Master mode. And I really love this mode, but sadly it wasn't very popular. Or well, it wasn't used a lot. In this mode, it was possible to create custom campaigns, as well as kinda play online D&D with a DM but in the Divinity engine. Larian themselves even added an official campaign from the Dark Eye tabletop RPG. They even made a special and hilarious dark trailer with Sven starring as the main actor. Here you can see a few snippets of the trailer. But they also even had a video featuring Matt Mercer hosting a session in this mode. Here you can see he controlled the world and NPCs while 4 players are playing his adventure. But back in 2020 in an AMA, someone asked the following: will there be a Dungeon Master mode in Baldur's Gate 3, similar to the one you had in Divinity Original Sin 2? I really enjoyed it, and with the D&D rules it would have even more potential. And this was the answer from David from Larian. When we built GM mode for Original Sin, we were of course thinking of D&D and how long it had been since anyone had made such a mode. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but we're focusing on developing the game first at the moment. Then we knew a lot of things happened during development, and Larian decided to focus on the main game only. But it would have been very cool to see this mode in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. But on the other hand, I'm thinking, is Larian okay with this? Did they lock the toolkit because they didn't want players to create custom campaigns and such? Or did they lock them because they didn't want to officially support the tools for them, but are fine with the community unlocking them and supporting it by themselves? Anyway, my thoughts on this is I hope Larian doesn't mind and just let the community do what they want. But I don't know if this is allowed or if Larian are fine with this. I do think if it's allowed, it's very healthy to keep the game active for a very long time. Like I said, if we take a look over at Skyrim, people still play this game 13 years later after its release because of two reasons. The first one, it's a very awesome game with a lot of replay value. And two, the amazing modding potential literally gives this game endless content. But Larian already gave us amazing tools with the ability to create new classes and such. But in the end, people do play the same campaign over and over again. But now imagine a new modding team is set up by the community to make a small expansion size mod with a new campaign. I mean, I will definitely want to check that out. But also let me know what you guys think on this. Anyway, official modding support and the community are just warming up, and this could become one of the biggest games with amazing custom mods. Because Van Vinke tweeted last week the following: "Modding is pretty big. We had more than 1 million mods installed in less than 24 hours. But the founder of ModDB replied the same day with that it's already ticked over 3 million installs and is accelerating. And like Sven said, this was less than in 24 hours. But do remember, it's not even out on Mac and consoles, since that were released in October. And PC already had access to mods using NexusMods. For consoles, this will be the only option. So just imagine once it releases on consoles as well, how many mods will be downloaded by then. Anyway, there's a last bit of news that is majorly being covered by social media, and that is something we mostly already knew. And that is that patch 7 is not the final update. I already covered this before because we still know that photo mode and crossplay are coming in future updates. Larian confirmed this again in the last patch notes. But maybe something extra could be coming. Cromwell tweeted the following: "Good news kids, it's not the final update. We ain't gonna talk about what's coming for the game, because it puts undue pressure on the devs. But there are things we've said we'll do that are still coming. And the chefs must cook." But this seemed like maybe more could be coming, because he says we ain't gonna talk about what's coming for the game. But we already know that crossplay and photo mode are coming, right? Does that mean the following patches will bring something extra then? Well, we don't know, we'll just have to wait and see, because he does say he doesn't want to put undue pressure on the devs. It could also be a smaller feature just like dynamic split screen in patch 7, that is still a great addition nonetheless. And we also know that all patches fix a ton of bugs as well. So we just have to wait and see what the future updates will bring. We at least know that crossplay and photo mode are coming. And patch 7 was already a huge update, and we know that some devs are moving on to Larian's next game project. So maybe some devs will still be supporting Baldur's Gate 3 until they can jump on the next game as well. Anyway, the modding support is a great start, and I'm already amazed that custom campaigns will be possible if the community are allowed to use the unlock toolkit. In my opinion, the more options the better, and the Baldur's Gate 3 modding community is already insanely talented if we see what's already out there on NexusMods. And on the official modding support page, things are just getting started. So let's hope for the best, and I'm curious what we'll see in the future, both from Larian and the modders themselves. And by the way, if you want to see what's included in patch 7, check out this video on the left, as I cover what's in this patch without covering spoiler content. And with that, thank you all for watching, and thanks again to Boo.dev for sponsoring this video. And I will see you all next time.